No, we are in a bad place tonight. We're all fucking irritated. StreamYards is acting fucking weird and glitchy, and it's fucking with Ben's camera, and I'm in a shit
Yeah.
fucking mood, and Phoebe just lost her fucking job. And how you doing, HS?
I am on day 6 of COVID, and I spent,
Oh
well,
god.
7 technically. I spent several days
The
throwing up
fucking
and
thing.
vomiting. For some reason, it's attached itself to my GI system, and it's been a
Yep,
bad
it does
time.
that. It
So,
does
I
that.
mean, when I say throwing up, I mean like looking at food making me heave. So right now I'm eating a little bit of something. Like this is the first day where I've been able to eat a little bit of something and not be like, "Ah!" you know. Um, yeah, and so it's been a good time. Not.
Yeah, lovely. Fucking
Yeah.
lovely.
Well, that's life.
Oh my god, Savage Minnow is alive. And then I don't know where Ben went. I think he kicked himself.
I was trying to fix my camera issue, but
I
I
figured.
think it's on StreamYard's end because there's literally nothing I can do in my settings that'll
That's all
fix
right. You
it.
can pick
So I
your
think
nose at
it's
will and eat. Don't worry about it.
yes, I
Phoe-
think it's a StreamYard
Phoe-
issue.
Phoebe, you expressed some fear about that shit coming on, like and happening, and it finally fucking did. I'm sorry about that.
Yes.
Sorry
They
about
don't
that.
deserve her. They don't deserve her.
No, they don't. And
They
yeah,
really
it's
don't.
pretty much overall shitty day. I'm fucking going through some. So I'll explain my shit and just get it out of the way. So every few months, I have a fucking. I get angry and my PTSD kicks in and I act like an utter asshole. And I'm an asshole right now. So that's my shit.
My camera is not working because StreamYard is being bullshit.
Well, I'm kind of glad that you tell me that. So now I know not to like. I don't usually push your buttons, but now I know specifically not to push your buttons.
Hey,
I think
Spackle, why
that
don't you
the
icon because it's messing with you because you have that screen up.
Oh, is
You're,
it?
it's
Is it glitching?
Yeah,
on.
I at least on my end. I don't know if it's doing to anybody else. Try it now.
Yeah, on my end it's not, but like I don't know what it's doing for you guys, so sorry about that.
It might be me. I don't fucking know.
Well, it was rough
I
for
love you
you. It
too,
was rough for
Jenna.
me, and rough for like Phoebe started glitching. So I don't know if it's this specific stream or if it's the server with StreamYard. I don't know.
I
so
don't
I've
know.
I don't
so
know.
I've disabled my camera on my computer because I couldn't control the computer because I couldn't control the camera on the StreamYard, and now it thinks I don't have a camera. Does that
And
make
then my
sense?
girlfriend has to text me
Yes.
nice shit to make me fucking feel all weepy and shit. That's great.
God damn it. Stop
God
it,
damn it.
stop being nice.
So what I'm doing tonight is I have this, and I have a 6-pack of beer and some fucking chips, and that's gonna be my goddamn dinner.
Hey, you're on camera and not glitching out. Oh, that's hurting my stomach watching it though. Oh my god.
Oh, there will be random drinking and chip eating, so you might want to watch it at HS.
Normally it's not a problem. I'm just like, oh, that makes my stomach hurt.
So today, okay, so let's go back to yesterday, right? So yesterday, I lost my shit at work with Dr. Warenko. The day before that, the other fucking doctor, Dr. Higginbotham, decided to fucking go off on me, and it just fucking triggered me. She fucking was yelling at me in my face. She smacked my arm, and I came in the next day, and I was trying to have a good day. And Dr. Warenko was basically told me I was getting too big for my fucking britches at work. And I just kind of looked at her like, fuck you, you're not even going to be here in goddamn 2 weeks. What the fuck do you care? And so I snapped on her, and she snapped on me. And we kind of got into it. We hugged it out later and apologized, which is fine. We were both wrong. We both fucking admitted it. So that's good. And then I came into work today, and I thought, okay, I'm going to make sure I keep track of my Adderall. I set an alarm on my phone so I could take my Adderall like I was supposed to, because any of that shit will make you do this, right? Any mood stuff or Adderall, it'll make you fucking do roller coaster shit. So, so today, you know, Heather's like all stressed out and all this shit's going on. And I thought I was doing good and I felt like I was in a good mood and I was maintaining. Well, I wasn't in a good, but I was maintaining. And she said, so we were talking about painting because she used to paint as well. She used to have a painting company years ago. And we were talking about painting. And I said, oh, she said, well, you should try this because my landlords want me to paint their bathroom, which I offered to do like almost a year ago because I was talking about opening my own painting company until I found this job. And now they still want me to do it. And I guess it's going to be free. I don't know. I don't want to fucking do it. So anyways, so I was talking about it and I was like, I don't want to do it. And it's going to, you know, I'm going to have to let the paint dry. And then I'm going to have to come back later to do the faux finishing on top. So it's going to be 2 fucking days worth of going over there and shit. And I don't want to fucking do it. And Heather said, well, I wasn't cussing at the time. I just said, I don't want to do it. And Heather said, well, you should try some kind of, she said some word. And I said, I have no idea what you're talking about. I said, I haven't painted anything since fucking, you know, I haven't had a painting company since 2005. And she said, well, I had my painting company in 1996. And I said, well, fuck off. And I was just kind of being sarcastic. But I said that to my girlfriend. And now I hate myself. So there you go. That's where I'm at right now. And of course, she's being kind and loving about it. And it's fine. And I'm not fine. I'm not okay with it. And I think she deserves somebody better.
I think that we say things sometimes that we don't mean. And I think being willing to say, hey, you know what? I overstepped and sorry about that will go a long way. I think there's a lot of people that don't say, you know, hey, you know, I fucked up. I shouldn't have been doing that. But I don't think you should self-punish yourself, you know, or I don't think you're a bad person. I think when we are under stress, sometimes things are said that we don't necessarily mean.
For the record, I need to be careful what I say for legal reasons on this stream about the reason why I'm so pissed off at the moment.
I'm sorry about that.
But yes. So my week has not been a good week. Well, I've not had a good 2 weeks. 2 weeks ago, I was involved in a car accident. Today, I got sacked from my job. And on Sunday, I played football, got sent off, and I now have a 3-game ban and a 50 quid fine.
Wait, you got a fine?
I got sent off.
What's sent off? What does that mean?
You know, where they wave a red card at you and tell you to get off the pitch.
Oh, you play soccer?
Yes,
Oh, okay.
I'm playing goal. I got a straight red card.
Oh. I don't know what that means. Like it's a foul or something?
So, the way that the cautions work in association football is you can get a yellow card or a red card, and 2 yellow cards equal a red card. Or you can just skip the yellow cards and go straight to a red card. I got, on the 44th minute, a red card for intentionally handling the ball outside of the area to prevent a clear goal-scoring opportunity. Because I play in goal.
Gotcha.
Lucky me. So, my car is currently broken. The bumper is hanging off the front. Well, it's not hanging off the front, but you know. I don't have employment, and I don't have the sport that I love for the next 3 games. So, there you go.
Well, balls.
Oh, and I had to file my taxes and pay my taxes, which I really don't like doing.
Oh, your tax season's about when ours starts. Because, like, ours is like, you start filing about now to
No,
April.
tax deadline. The tax deadline was the 31st. You had to file by the 31st.
Oh, come.
So tax season was November, December, January. I didn't owe the government that much money, but I still owed the government money. There was me, stupidly hoping for a rebate. No, turns out I owed them money. Oh
This is
yeah,
depressing tonight.
yes it is. It
I
really
have something
fucking
not
is.
depressing to say. I'm
Then
not
get
throwing
out
up
of this
anymore.
stream. Then
I'm
get out of
finally
this
not
Yay.
stream.
throwing up. So, like, there's that.
Well, I still call that depressing.
I've had
So you can
fucking 6
say,
days of sleeping. Like, I'm just like, I hurt so much unless I sleep. And so I've been trying to sleep as much as possible.
hey, psych guy, should I take antidepressants and sleeping tablets?
I'm not a psychiatrist.
But you've done a psych rotation that's good enough for me.
I am not responsible for any decisions are made with your medicines.
Yeah, be careful. Even melatonin can fuck up antidepressants.
Yeah, talk
So,
to a professional that is willing to take responsibility for that combination.
well, so I can't pin it on a friend of mine that's younger than me, that's not an actual doctor yet, that lives in a different country. Can't
Yeah,
pin it on you.
I gotta be careful. Well, because like especially with so I do have malpractice insurance, but like yeah, it just I don't want to claim responsibility for something I'm not prepared to take responsibility for.
It's the same reason why, like, lawyers go,
Yeah.
this is not legal advice.
Yes, which reminds me, I probably need to contact my insurer, my malpractice insurer.
Oh,
I say just fucking say fuck it and go find a punching bag and beat the shit up. That's what I need right now.
Punching bag.
Yep. Something besides myself. Anyways, how is everybody in the chat? How are
Who
you
gives a
guys?
shit?
I am very, very happy to see you all, and I don't even know how you're putting up with our shit right now, but I love you for it.
How many people are here?
Welcome to
11.
purgatory, guys.
There are 11 in the chat right now. 11 amazing people who put up with my shit.
Hey, you invited me on to talk about my shit too. This must be the glutton for punishment stream.
hey, Beck. You need
Yeah,
to play
man.
some trucks tonight.
Dude, I can't. I can't even get my fucking controller to work now. I don't know what happened.
Oh, it's not
Like,
working.
I
yeah.
have no fun. I have no fun.
Hey, Cosmic Kyle, are you in the Midwest or in the Atlantic seaboard of the United States or Canada?
I don't know, but I think there's a big storm headed towards Colorado, I remember reading.
Oh yeah, the storm's already hit Colorado.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we got it here too.
Yep.
It's fucking cold as shit. I had to go out to the garage and get my other heater out because the radiator heater's not going to kick it for tonight. So it's gotten to that point here in the high desert.
Oh my God.
Did you see the 460-mile long lightning bolt that was stretched from Texas to Louisiana?
I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna leave the StreamYard, but I'll be back.
Yeah, man, go try to fix your shit. That's cool. Thank you.
yeah, there's a
Savage, I am
460 mile.
I'm glad you're okay and alive. I've been really worried about you. You haven't answered, DMs or anything from me. So I was honestly, I've been very concerned about you. So hope everything's okay. Well, we're not snowed in here. It doesn't get that bad up here, but it's pretty fucking cold. Like by the time I got home, I think the high was like I think like 30, and that means tonight it'll get down to about 10 because it always, the fun of the high desert, folks, it always drops between 20 to 30 degrees overnight.
Yeah, that makes sense. Like
Yeah, that is the good Kyle. That I like the best Kyle. I like to call him the best Kyle.
the best Kyle around.
All I can say is that the ego is as fucking pissed off tonight as I am. So there you go.
Your cat?
My ego.
Oh, your ego.
Yeah. Which is never a good thing for the rest of the world.
Oh, well, la-dee fucking daw. Anybody else drinking with me? I think I'm just going to go in hungover tomorrow. I actually, after the last 2 days, Heather convinced me to not go into work today. And so I was going to go to her house, hang out with her for a couple hours. She had to go to the dentist, that she had a bunch of meetings and shit. And then she said, well, you know what? I need some headspace for myself. And I said, that's fine. Cool. I'll come by at like 8:30. And then I was going to stay at her house and just kind of hang out and, work from home kind of stuff. And then the third person in the office called in sick. So I had to go in today, knowing that I was not really ready to, but I told everybody I was, and I said, I'm fine. It's, I got it. No problem. And then I started being a dick. So
It is really tough to manage those bad days sometimes in the workplace, especially in workplaces where you have to be front facing with people and you are on and you're managing your own stress of work. Like work stress has its own kind of box, and then you
Yeah.
have your home stress, and when they collide, and whatever mental health things that you wrestle with, and this is just in my own experience, it's really tough because, well, I think and I don't know if the UK is any different, but I think the United States doesn't give a lot of room for mental health issues. They just don't. And, um, you know, our sick days are few and far between. And what's the humorous thing is that our workplaces sometimes contribute to our mental health issues as well, but they're not willing to acknowledge it. So it's a weird cycle you end up getting sucked into.
Yeah, so it's StreamYard. It's not
Is
an
it
issue with it's not an issue with OBS because OBS is recording and everything just fine. Like I did a test and that's all working just fine. And then I did try I have a test StreamYard, and I went into that to see if it was yours, but it did the same thing on that test one. So it's
that makes me
StreamYard.
feel a little better because I was feeling bad about it, like it was my shit.
No, it's StreamYard. It's something on StreamYard's
Okay.
end.
Yeah. Every
They
so
might have a lot of
often,
traffic tonight or something.
every so often they'll get DDoSed or they'll have some sort of weird thing going on.
Yeah.
It's fine. We can still chat.
There's been a lot of hiccups with Discord. Discord's been having a lot of down outages or partial outages. So yeah.
Jenna, that is not fair, young lady. She's sending me love through a DM on Twitter, and I told her to stop. She's gonna make me cry, and she said, "Hey, you made me cry on stream once, so payback."
I did not try kicking StreamYard. If I could find a way to kick an internet entity, I would, but I don't know how to do that without being right next to the server.
I'm starting to wonder if all this shit I've been dealing with is StreamYard. Because when I did get into Truck Simulator and my controller was working a couple days ago, it was fucking Jenna, we're even. You're right. I love all you guys. Yeah, even when before they started sucking on my damn bandwidth and shit. And I'm plugged in directly to my router now. And it was acting up, but it wasn't acting up with ATS. So I think you're right. You know what it's time for, folks? It's time for Google Meets. I'm gonna quit paying StreamYard and I'm gonna get rid of this shit. I'm gonna start using Google Meets.
There you go.
Is Google Meets like even as good as Hangouts were?
Yeah, it's kind of the same from what I've been told. That's what Lavender Lady uses. The shills use it. You have like the little hand icons where you can put a hand up when it's your turn to talk and you got something to say.
Does it still have the sniping problem? Because like Google Hangouts had the sniping problem where anybody could join and then just start pow kicking people out.
Oh, Google Meets would kick people out?
Google Hangouts. So back in the days, like in G days, we used to do Google Hangouts and go live, and then they broke it for some damn reason, and then people could join and be like, I don't like student Dr. Ben, and then they'd snipe student Dr. Ben right out of the thing, and then you couldn't rejoin.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't think that Google Meets does that. Because I mean, I don't know. I don't let anybody in that's an asshole or a dickhead, just me.
That seemed to be like almost an intentional problem that Google was like, yeah, let's break this.
Yeah. No, Ox, yeah, it works with YouTube and everything, just like StreamYard does. And yeah, Spackle is OG. You're right.
OG, like
let's leave that up there for like badass motherfucker. That's what. No,
I don't snipe people. I've just seen it done.
No, Ox, it works with YouTube. I mean, that's what Lavender Lady uses and Chills and some other people I cannot think of right now, and I don't even care to think of it. But yeah, it works. Yeah, thank you, Savage. Savage, just so you know, I have sent out some emails and DMs to you. Also, because Mac, the human, he wants to donate. I know some people are going to think this is stupid, but some other people are going to think it's really cool. But he makes like wooden, does it on a lathe and makes magic wands, like Harry Potter wands.
I think they're cool.
Yeah, see, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like Ben's like, I don't care. Holy Spackle thinks it's cool. Exactly. That's what happens. But anyway, so he makes them out of different woods. He has like mahogany and different kind of like rare woods, more rare woods that he uses. So yeah, he's going to do that. And also he talked to some of his friends who make some stuff and they want to donate also to Lavender Lady's cause. So, yeah, that's what's going on, guys.
I still think I kind of want to do like the little dowel people and start making dowel people of the community. Can you imagine like a little back running around, little student Ben, little Phoebe?
Yeah, if you do shit like that, it'll sell. Make sure you're doing.
Do you think it's like a voodoo doll, like something like that? Oh no.
Yeah.
Make sure you do an Arn Raw too. That shit'll fucking auction off for $100 fucking dollars for $5 of material.
Oh my god.
Ben,
anyway, so go ahead, Phoebe.
Ben,
I'm sorry.
Have you seen the schedule that Ethan put out?
Oh. Ben.
Oh, yes, I did hear it. Yeah. I saw the schedule.
Okie dokie. You and I, once again, not put together on the same stream by other people.
Well, because it's grouped by content.
Yeah, it's odd that. Yeah.
Wait, what?
Because I'm pretty much brought on to talk about science.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Which is fine for me. That's exactly what I want.
I'm just random foreigner with other random foreigner. Talk about what it's like being a foreigner.
HS Ox has a question. Will the little dowel Ben man come with a free peepus?
Oh my god, that would be so cool. Get a little peepus.
You can get those little products out of those eggs.
Stop.
And you could glue it to his hand.
Peepus.
It says
says
Pepsi, but
Pepsi.
no, he means Peepus.
Are you sure about that?
Oh no, I know, because Ox always transcribes letters. Trust me, he means Peepus. He knows. He knows.
Oh man, that would be really funny. A little peepus.
That would be
Yes.
hilarious.
Hey,
you guys
don't
could, like,
insult
give
my little
me, like,
peepus.
you guys.
It's a big peepus. It's a
big
really
peepus.
big peepus.
Really big, thick, like a beer can. Anyways, Cosmic Kyle said I have my whole family saying Peepus now. Look what you've done, Ben.
Hell yeah.
I said
That's
it to
awesome.
my husband and he laughed. He's like, peepus.
Yeah, right. Peepus. Yeah, go over to Twitch, Savage. I don't care. Hell, the more you guys are on there, the more likely I'm going to get fucking whatever they call it over there. I don't fucking even know right now.
Let me see if I can add Twitch. I can open up a Twitch window 1 second. Twitch.
Ollie said, well, at least an average size. No, Ollie, no average size peepus here. We only have big, large, hard, long peepuses with a thick staff.
No fucking peepus here. Thank you very much.
There's Spackle. We're just gonna leave Peepus up for a minute there. That's fucking great. Oh, affiliate. No, Savage, I have not hit affiliate. Not enough people follow me on there, and I don't even know. I might have like 5. I think I might have like 10 people following me, and they're all because of Ben. So no, nobody follows me on.
So
Twitch.
Ben, I watched the incident
What's
where
the
you got a
incident?
hate caller. So
Oh yeah.
I guess they clipped it and they were like,
Mhm.
like fucking Ben and Shannon Q get this caller and they're like, and he's like, and you guys are gonna go to hell, and the snake covers the earth, and then something about that they need to die, and like Shannon Q's like, that's it, goodbye. But just watching your face of how you're just like, just no rise whatsoever. It's just like weirdo. So how do you keep that straight face? Like, what's going on there?
I'm trying to be like when those kinds of things happen, I try to be courteous and give people the benefit of the doubt, because like even if they're saying like really awful or weird things, I don't know their mental state at the time. I don't know what's going through their head, and like I don't want to, like, if there is something medical or psychological, I don't want to make something worse.
Yeah,
And I don't
gotcha.
want to stigmatize somebody if that is something that's going on. Like I totally am for like not supporting people who make like dangerous statements, like death threats, or like if someone tells somebody to do something that's dangerous, like there's a line of safety there. But like I don't want to find out that somebody, like, I don't know, I just don't want to bring stigma to something that already has enough stigma, if that is the case.
Gotcha.
So, but it was an
Yeah.
interesting call.
There's some
You
interesting
guys are so
folks
much
out
cooler
there.
than the YouTube chat. Well, thanks, Savage, for jumping over there and keeping Spooky busy.
Spooky.
Them YouTube chatters or something else. Yeah, if you guys hang out a minute, you'll end up with Marie in there, I'm sure, at some point. She usually pops in. So yeah, anyways. Well, got a couple little Peepus emotes.
Peepus.
The fact that
Oh,
you
I'm
can
sorry.
do
I meant
peepuses.
Ophelia. Sorry. What did Jenna say? See, that's how I know Dr. Ben is going to be a damn good, fine ass. I know you meant ass, and it changed it to add. Doctor, he has a skill some docs don't have. Empathy. Yeah, you know, Jenna, I honestly see that at work. Dr. H is, I don't even know. I don't even know if she fucking gives a shit. I think she's just going through the motions. Oh, I found something out, Ben. Remember how I told you that she lost her practice because she had COVID?
That's not what happened.
No, she
Yeah.
she brought some other doctor in, or I don't know if, no, I'm sorry. I think he was no, he was a doctor. He was like a newer doctor, and she brought him in, and he was a piece of shit, and he embezzled and stole from her and fucking destroyed her business, and she didn't even see it coming.
Wow.
So she lost her fucking ass. Although the building that she had her practice in, she had purchased that building. She was not leasing it, and it's a strip of like, you know, chiropractors, orthopedists, all kinds of different specialties around her in this. It's actually like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like a big ass office complex, and then every single building has like 5 different offices in it. So she had purchased that piece of the building. She just sold that shit for 300. Well, 300 and was it 20 grand? Dang. Just a small doctor's office inside another building sold for 320 grand where I live. And she could have got more than that if she held out longer.
Wow.
Yep. Captain Daddy of the North Sea.
Ahoy there.
How are you, CDOTNS?
That's Kyle.
Wow.
That's Kyle.
I know it is.
Ahoy there. With a name like that, you should be playing Atlas.
We have so many games that we're already trying to get people to play.
Atlas is really
That's right,
fun,
SR.
but it's buggy. It's really buggy.
It's on now. It's YouTube chat versus Twitch chat. We'll see who can win.
A single one of those games. Can't afford a single one of them.
SR, you should come in here, and Jenna, you both should just come in here and cheer this goddamn stream up, because we're just like a bunch of fucking worthless assholes right now.
Thanks for noticing me.
Actually, Ben was okay until StreamYard started fucking with him.
I mean, I was fine. Like, my brain hurts, but it always does that now. So that's
going to be
brain
the
always
next
hurts?
4.5.
It hurts
Well, yeah,
in a good way. It hurts in a good way because I'm learning so many things at once, and it's a lot. But it's a lot, you know.
I don't have enough of a brain for it to hurt.
Yeah, I mean, fair.
Go ahead, Phoebe. What?
I say, does your brain ache?
Yep.
Huh?
Brain
What?
ache.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
yeah.
God, I feel like you guys need something to stare at. HS, look away.
Turn away.
Every now and then I get a little bit longer to stay.
Every now and then I want to throw up. Isn't that Fireball? Ew.
Yes, it is.
Oh my God. Even if I wasn't sick, I'd be like, ew.
I don't fucking care.
But all right, so if you can do Fireball, you can probably do Jaeger too, right? You down with that? No?
Talking about making somebody puke, don't bring up Jaeger.
Okay, so Jaeger's a no. Got it.
I got really trashed years ago. Okay, here's the story. This is a fun story you guys don't know about me. I have lots of them, but this is pretty, it's kind of funny but fucked up at the same time. So I was a brand new truck driver. I was about 2 or 3 months in the truck. I had a co-driver. I was working for a shithole company. I was just starting out. And 3 months in the truck away from my mentor. Okay. So they sent us down to Orlando, Florida. And which happened to be where my kid was born, and where a lot of shit went ugly for me. So we get down there and they're like, oh, we don't have anything coming back. And this is a Friday. And they're like, we'll get you something by like Monday. Well, fuck, I don't know what to do. So I got a hold of my old friend, and it was she was actually my first like female fuck, right? 7 or 8 years older than me. I don't remember exactly. 7 to 9 years older than me. Pretty hot chick with long dark brown hair, you know, nice set of knockers and shit. So I texted her, not for that, but I just texted her because, you know, she like helped me so much. When I went down to Florida and my kid was born and all that shit happened, like she was there through all of that shit with me. You know, we were off and on, we'd fool around whenever I was single, basically. And you know, shit was kind of crazy down there. So at some point I had drove down to Florida to look for my kid, who at this point I had found 6 months before, and my kid wasn't ready to see me because their grandmother was not okay with me being in their life. So I couldn't see my kid while I was down there. So I'm in Orlando, Florida, right? Hadn't seen my kid for 14 fucking years. My kid's 15 and a half, almost 16 at this point. And hadn't seen my kids since they were a year and a half old. Because I gave my child up for adoption because I knew I was fucked up in the head and I was not prepared to be a parent. I wasn't even, I mean, I was just wanting to like get drunk every night and forget that I even existed. So, which is attached to a whole nother story I'm not going into right now. So anyway, so I texted my old friend. I said, "Hey, Pam, what's going on?" You know, and I said, "I'm in town. I'm stuck here for the weekend. You know, do you have time?" Blah, blah, blah. She's like, "Fuck yeah, the kids are grown now. They're off. One's married. One's about to have a kid. You know, whatever." So she comes over to the truck stop we're parked at. I said to my buddy, "I'm gonna go hang out with my friend." He was like, "Cool. I'm gonna play video games," because he was a gamer nerd. So so I take off for the weekend. I get over to her house and the kids come in. Now, mind you, I hadn't seen these kids since 1992. And now we're fast forwarding to 2007, right? The spring of 2007. So they're all fucking grown up. And they come over and I'm like, holy shit. I mean, they're like these big, strong, strapping 6'1", 6'2". I think maybe Jesse was 6'3". Good looking fucking guys, right? Granny, I don't know if you want to be here. This is a shit stream.
Oh, really? Hey, you
Hi,
got
Granny.
student Dr. Ben, Phoebe Rose, and Holy Spackle. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that. And
Yeah.
you
Good
back. I mean,
God,
But we
there
practically
is
could write
somebody
a
that is
country song
far
right
too
now.
happy for this stream. God,
You have to
So,
sing the blues.
Give me a minute to finish the story and then we'll catch up with you, Granny. So, so anyway, so I text my old friend Pam. I'm like, "Hey, I'm stuck in Orlando." She comes to the truck stop, picks me up. Just so Granny's caught up. Pam was my first, like, almost love woman that I had ever been with. So, I hadn't seen her since 92, and this is 2006 or 2007. So I hadn't seen her in 15 years. So I text her and she's like, "Fuck yeah. I'll come get you." So she comes and picks me up and she's driving and I'm like, "Pam, I thought you were legally blind." She goes,
Is it just me?
Did we lose? No, we lost back.
we lost back.
oh well,
Yeah.
we'll just carry on the show until Beck gets back.
Yeah, StreamYard has been garbage for me, so
I thought maybe it was me because I started junk shopping. I just finished my own stream and I started junk shopping on my own stream, but only for a minute.
I think it's StreamYard because it won't even I tested my OBS with my camera, but it started. Going to StreamYard, it froze on my camera, so I was like, okay, I'll turn off my camera, turn it back on, see if that fixes it. It went to a black screen, so then I leave StreamYard, come back in, and it shows the same frozen image that was on there before. I didn't refresh that. So then I was like, okay, I'll restart my whole computer. So I restarted my whole computer, went back in, same thing, left that, went into a different StreamYard. Like I have a test link set up just to go in and mess with stuff. Went into the test thing, same thing happened. So I think it's on StreamYard's end right now.
"That's okay. I need a minute to chug some fucking more Red Bull." Red Bull. No, Fireball. Okay, anyway, so back to the Jaeger fucking whatever shit. So what started as
Gone again.
Gone again. Yep. I think StreamYard just doesn't like Beck's story. And
Yeah.
StreamYard is trying to censor Beck.
Yes, obviously.
Because StreamYard doesn't think a blind person should be driving.
Well, it doesn't want to, endorse criminality if any criminality occurred.
What is the ultimate grounding for your trucking?
This is a philosophical question.
Right.
I think it needs
What is-
decoupling.
Well, I ground my trucking in parking lots. And because of the parking lot's existence, I'm able to ground the trucking into that. Yeah, and I know that trucking's okay because the parking lot said it is, and it's in its very nature to support trucking.
It isn't Julie the parking lot's nature to allow that.
I've never tried grounding trucking. I've done ground chuck and I've done ground sirloin, but never ground truck.
That sounds dangerous. You might get a bowel obstruction if you do that. So probably don't.
Oh, it's a favorite of the Mechanibals.
That's hilarious. Oh, Godless Granny, did you hear about our sentient parking lot?
Oh,
No, I
here we
did
go.
not.
That's what this reference was. So so we were playing trucks and I was being facetious because you know how in the atheist chat groups people had that whole they'll argue about anything that they can argue about. Like the whole R rocks atheist thing, like stuff that doesn't matter.
Mhm.
So I was being all facetious. I was like, but what if that, or Bolt was saying, where is the parking lot? And I was like, what if the parking lot is a consciousness? Because somebody, it sounds like something that somebody would say. So I was like, what if the parking lot is a consciousness? And then Kyle said something in the chat that auto corrected to Julie. And so then we decided that, so then we're like, who's Julie? Okay, Julie is the sentient parking lot. And then the idea came up that Julie's consciousness, so she actually can choose which parking lot her consciousness is in at any given moment. And all the parking lots are connected in this way. So you never know if the parking lot is Julie or not. So Julie is the sentient omni parking lot because she is all parking lots and has knowledge of all parking lots.
This sounds a little bit like when I was in high school, there were a couple of boys that every day in physics class would put up the quote of the day. And some of them were pretty good. And there's one, though, that has always stuck with me because I thought it was one of the best things to ponder, which was human beings are an invention of water to facilitate its movement from place to place.
Granny, for next week, we need your particular expertise because next Wednesday is National Pizza Day. So we need a ritual on how we contact pizza gods.
Okay. I will bring the pizza gods. Beck? Is Beck there?
I feel like me and the pizza
Beck's
gods
been having issues.
have an intimate relationship.
Mm.
Because there's a reason why I ground my ability to have Hawaiian pizza, and I think it's perfectly moral and right to have Hawaiian pizza because the pizza gods have given me that right.
Well, I failed to make a proper sacrifice to the pizza gods a couple weeks ago, and as a result, the Packers lost to the 49ers. And are no longer in the running for the Super Bowl, and that I take full responsibility for because I did not make a sacrifice to the pizza gods that night.
Oh, are you a Packers fan?
Yes. I made a video on pizzaism, and I talked about how gods come to be, and I talked about it in context of my being a Packers fan. and that we kind of developed this little superstition that the Packers would win whenever we had pizza during the game, and they'd lose if we didn't.
Oh,
And that's kind of become a running gag in our family, that the Packers only win if we have pizza while they're playing.
it reminds me of Silver Lining
Hmm.
Playbook, where he's like, sit right there and now hold the remote.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Oh, every time Beck gets here, Beck is polite and lets us keep talking, and then Beck disappears again before Beck can even get in a word.
You know, I don't know what's happening, but it's StreamYard's being a punk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
it's
don't
been
know. I
rough
didn't
tonight.
have any problem with it this afternoon.
Other than that one little glitch for a few moments, I didn't have any problems with my stream earlier.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Well, I
So
feel like
let's.
that. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to ask Dr. Ben: Is this the year that you do match? Do you match in March
No, I match next year.
next year? Okay.
Yeah. I know it's getting intense. Well, technically, I'm military match, so I match in December of this year. Yeah. So it's the class of 2023.
Okay.
Beck just said, "Fuck my life." Ah!
Hmm.
And I quote.
Yep.
And then "fuck my life." Ah! In the other chat too.
I thought Sarcastic Vermin had a trademark on that.
There we go. Beck is here.
Okay, well, now that I finally heard one of you speaking, I thought now would be good to come back. So, I'm telling you, Granny, between StreamYards and so my landlords have a casita next door to me that me and my brother renovated last summer. And the parents paid for like 90% of it. So they came to visit. I was like, good to see you guys. They said, yeah, we're staying for like 9 or 10 months. And my internet has been shit since. Not kidding. Yeah. Anyways, rest of the story. Now that, can everybody hear me? Are they good?
Paul Harvey.
Yeah, you dropped out
I'm
right
probably
at
still
it.
blinking,
I thought you were blind.
Maybe I'll wait a minute.
We can hear you. Now we can't.
Okay.
Yeah. This.
Oh, there we go. We got you.
Yeah, I can't turn my camera on. I'm telling you, you're right, Ben. It's StreamYards. So anyways, so she picks me up. We go to her house. I see the kids. We're all like starting to drink, and everybody's got a beer, and everybody's smoking pot because I hang out with potheads. It's cool. So everybody's smoking and everything. Everybody's having a good time, and somebody cooked some food, and we all ate that. And then somebody goes, "Let's do Jaeger bombs," and I said, I've never done a Jaeger bomb. Well, let's fast forward to 2 hours later. Maybe an hour and a half. About an hour and a half, 2 hours later, I walk in to the bathroom into her house. And I'm coming out of the bathroom and I'm like, you know what? I'm about to pass out. And I realized I was smashed ass drunk. So, and I'm a lightweight. Let's be honest. I'm a lightweight when it comes to alcohol. So I just saw the couch.
I just saw the
Yeah.
couch and
saw the
I
couch.
said, "Damn, I bet there's some loose change in there." And I started going through the couch cushions, and I found some old pizza. And I
Apparently,
thought,
Beck
I'm
has a
kinda hungry.
3-sentence limit.
Sounds like it.
And here we thought that Beck was just going for the longest dramatic pause ever.
And I ate it. Okay, so don't judge me. You don't know what you do if you were hungry, if you went through couch cushions. So that's my story.
Yeah.
At one point in my life, I was literally eating out of the dumpster behind the co-op, so I won't criticize anyone.
Some people throw some perfectly good food away, and I'm not saying like people should be,
Yep.
Yeah, I think people deserve more than eating out of the dumpster, but I think that restaurants and stuff like that could rethink their waste.
Well, that's why
Because,
the co-op was the prime place, because I just
yeah.
got some pieces of bruised produce, and generally you could cut off the bruised bits, and the rest of it was fine.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, good talk.
I'm seeing your picture behind you, Holy Spackle, and I recognize that as being from the Disney World haunted house.
Yeah, Haunted Mansion.
Haunted-
The walls actually stretching, and the portrait stretched down, and it's just like it's like a elevator or something. It's moving you
Mhm.
down, and then it's just like growing. Yeah, I love it. I love it. I love the Haunted Mansion so much. But I'm in Southern California, so like it's like Disney proper. So I heard that there's some differences with the Haunted Mansion here and there, in that our Haunted Mansion might be slightly better, but then I've also heard like other parts of, well, Florida has a lot more space, so that like they did a lot better with like the Star Wars land and stuff like that. So kind of interesting. Someday I'll make it over to Florida, but yeah, definitely.
One of the
Well-
product leaks that came out that probably coming this fall, Lego's going to be releasing a kit to build the Haunted Mansion.
Oh my
They've been getting a
God.
lot of Disney license lately.
I bet it's gonna be expensive.
At
I
the
have
way
a
they're
feeling.
going, in another 10 years, you'll be able to build a whole Disney theme park.
Yeah, I bet it's gonna be expensive, but it'd be really cool to have that one.
Yeah, it's going to be like a $300 set.
See, I can't necessarily justify that.
Yeah, I can't either.
But it's cool.
Yeah, Gary Priestley says B just passed out again.
Yeah.
Have you
Apparently
seen the
so.
episode of My Strange Addiction? My Strange Addiction is the weirdest show ever. Like the guy that like was like, yeah, I have these relationships with these pool toys. Like I saw that one, and I think that was My
Yeah.
Strange Addiction.
That is kind of strange.
Yeah. I thought I was a weirdo, and every so often I'll watch something that's like clearly weirder people than me, and then I'm like, oh, well, on the weirdo scale, I'm like somewhere over here, and they're like somewhere over there. So like, my quirks aren't nearly as quirky.
How are you doing, Purple?
Okay. Sleep has been crap again.
Sorry to hear that.
So, yeah, just not being able to be productive because I'm not getting any sleep.
8 couch cushions, like the cushions themselves. Wow.
Yeah, there's somebody that did that. Yeah.
I can't imagine like the bowel obstructions that might happen.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you'd get it.
Yeah, I saw a show like that about somebody who was addicted to eating the foam out of the couch cushions.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird, the human mind is very strange what people will develop a fixation on.
Yeah.
And pica is very real.
It is. It is.
My cat has it. He
What
loves
does-
to eat any colorful things he finds in the rug. So especially if I take him upstairs to see the girls, he's got to eat all the yarn scraps that Sloth Girls dropped. And of course, throw them up a couple hours later.
Oh my gosh, cat throw up too. Like every time I had an animal that, well, dogs just kind of Ralph wherever they want to, but cats, man, like they're particular. And every time I've had a cat, like the cat will be like, and I'll be like, no, not in the bed. And so I'll pick them up gently. I wouldn't like fling them. Pick them up gently, and I put them like on the tile, and they're like, no, must go to the carpet, and they just drag themselves to go to the carpet. I'm like, no, not on the carpet, on the tile. And they're like, no, on the carpet.
Yeah, Sammy's indiscriminate about it. You know, I wish I could claim him. Wish I could train him to just do it on the tile, but fortunately, the carpet in this apartment is such a kind of weird mottled brown thing that you can't really tell.
Mm.
The eating of ashes, I'm going to say something weird. I'm not going to say that I understand it, but I could imagine there would be some sort of ritual about it, or some sort of like, I don't know. I feel like the same kind of drive that people have with like cannibalism and stuff like that. Like I feel like it's some weird like I want their essence or their power to be part of me kind of thing. Like I could see that like more than the cushions. And I'm not saying that like it's not gross, because I think it is, but like it makes a little more sense maybe in a narrative to me. Like if you were to write a book about couch cushion eating, it wouldn't make a lot of sense. It'd be hard to tie that in to make any sense, you know?
B says, do you remember the one where the woman had an eating disorder and ate her neighbor's dirt out of his garden? Actually, dirt is one of the more common things to eat
Yeah.
when,
Yep.
It's
particularly
probably
pregnant women.
it's the textbook situation for pica is dirt.
Oh my God, it's
So.
Cannibal Fresh. Oh my God, you have no idea. Cannibal Fresh goes back like years. Be careful. Cannibal Fresh will ask you for consent if you would consent to like him eating her. I don't know. Eating your body parts. I remember this. I'm triggered.
Wait, has this happened before? I feel like
Yes.
this has happened before.
Cannibal Fresh is in the chat. Oh no.
I guess you're reading the Cannibal Fresh thing off of Twitch or something, because I don't see it.
Cannibal Fresh? Yeah, as in the YouTube channel, but you might have Top Chat on.
Yeah, Cannibal Fresh is in the chat.
Oh, okay. There, I had missed it. Yep.
So, somebody needs to interview Cannibal Fresh.
I don't know if I'm the right person for that.
You know, it's kind of hard to be opposed to it when I think my neighbors could be outsmarted by the cows.
Well, I know I haven't been here long, but I had told B I could only stop by for a few minutes. I'm a little behind on some things because I spent all afternoon on working on a video, and I haven't got my exercise in for the day. So, you know, it's been wonderful coming in here and getting to say hello, but I do need to take off. But thank you for having me, and it's been great seeing all of you.
That's good to have you.
Bye.
The energy is so low tonight.
Spooky's safe in Twitch chat. Yes.
Yes.
You're safe.
Yes.
Mark safe.
You are
from
safe.
Cannibal Fresh.
Oh, and there's Bee's dick.
Oh, that is Bee's dick. Yeah, there's an open seat deck. StreamYard is being a butt, so I'll send you a link. I'm gonna send it to you on Discord.
Oh, hey, Sarah.
Does anyone have any topics you want to talk about? Anything fun going on? We're all like super grumpy with StreamYard and with life tonight. And Beck's computer's not working well. My StreamYard's being a pain. So the energy's like super, super low tonight.
Okay, so I'm gonna read you a quote.
Okay.
Oblivion is bliss. Agree or disagree?
Oblivion is nothing.
Well, as I had originally understood it, that was the concept of nirvana, was blissful non-existence.
I find it hard to believe that anything that doesn't exist could be blissful.
I kind of see it as in, if you don't exist, you cannot suffer pain. You cannot suffer
This is
anguish.
true. But you also can't do anything, like you can't experience anything at all if there's nothing. Like nothing is just nothing.
You can't experience anything positive either.
Yeah,
so there
it's
is
just
no
it's just
joy.
nothing.
It sounds to me, with all the StreamYard hassles and whatnot and so on, that it might be time to do a couple of OBS builds in the background and get some stuff set up.
Yeah, see, I have OBS. Beck's wanting to switch over to Google Meets.
We use Meets with OBS on the shills. That's how we do it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm guessing Beck's gonna want to do that too.
It's a really good thing, because if you pay for the Google Meets account, it's only like, I think I pay $17 Canadian. We also get 15 terabytes of shared storage, and we get the domain hosting or the domain name registration and all that and so on. I mean, when you work it out, it's actually a freaking good deal.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I like it a lot. You get all kinds of extra benefits and stuff, but it's definitely worth it. The only part for us is Google Meets falls apart when we try to do a debate night, because if I mute somebody, they can unmute themselves in Meets. I can't have that. I need it to be under my control.
Yeah.
You have some honorary debaters that won't follow the rules.
Yeah, well, it's always on the side that we seem to call the victims. Let's say that.
Yeah, see, I've been using StreamYards for years, and I haven't experienced any of these problems.
Yeah, this is my first time having something like this happen.
Yeah, it's probably a
So-
one-off. It's good to have backup. So right now, though,
Yeah.
speaking of stream problems, Stream, not StreamYards, but Stream, OBS's Stream, they are having some problems where they're being hacked. And it's not OBS, that's the other one. That's
Is it Streamlabs?
Streamlabs, thank you. Streamlabs is having problems where people are able to hack through it, and then they take over the channel. So, for instance, Tipster's channel was hacked, and so they took over the Streamlabs portion of it. And it seems like they got control of like the money side of it, because Streamlabs, you can tie in your money and stuff like that. And then the wrench side, and they started spamming things through the wrench.
But hold on a minute now. We use Streamlabs a lot on the shills. And if somebody got my Streamlabs account, they can't give a moderator wrench on the channel. And if they got my Streamlabs account, they would be able to add money to my PayPal but not take it out. It sounds to me like Tipster was a little bit stupid and had the same password on multiple accounts.
Possible, yeah.
Yeah.
Possible.
Which sucks, but in this day and age, unless you're going to trust a password manager, now you're putting all your trust in one company that could just have a disgruntled employee get through and get some information, right? I can see how that happens. I mean, we just had it happen with us on the shills. Amy's account was compromised on our Discord. She was the Discord owner. We lost the Discord server and had to build a new one from scratch.
That's crazy. Did Amy ever have like a two-factor authenticator or anything like that? Because I think that if you're admin, you should have two-factor authenticator, stuff like that.
The way it works on Discord is when you sign up, they send you a special code that is your two-factor authentication code, but they will never resend it to you again. You have to have it stored. So they would not just send her one to her phone like every other provider on the internet. No, they have to have their own way, and it just fucked up. And it, if you she changed her email account once, so there was no record of this old email with this code from signing up. But I recommend everybody on Discord find that code, because if you ever get compromised and you don't have it, you're screwed.
Yeah,
That's it.
that sucks.
Now, with my Discord, it never even did the two-factor identification.
I think you have to opt in on it.
Yeah. Yeah, apparently if you don't click the right box, it's not going to do it automatically.
They should just get to the point where like it is for like Blizzard and stuff, where you or banks even, where you have a little code that you have to put in on multiple devices. I think.
Well, I haven't liked it because I've really tried to not have my phone connected with any of my internet accounts.
Yeah, that's true. That's a trackable thing. I hear like someone's background shuffling. I don't know whose it is.
Oh. We got Minnow.
Minnow looks chipper.
I can't hear you.
Minnow's a little fishy.
Hi.
I'm feeling like Eeyore, and you're coming in like a Roo.
Yeah, we need some
You're not
energy.
quite-
We need some help here.
You're not quite Tigger, but you're like
Fake it.
Roo.
Yeah, I mean, I'm Eeyore when the camera's off, but
The camera's on. Hi. Isn't this
I like it.
so this is a public service announcement. Like keep on top of your if you run on propane and you live out in the country, like keep on top of your propane tank maintenance and all of that shit.
Uh-oh.
Should I
dealing
be
with some bullshit.
afraid that you're freezing to death right now?
I'm not freezing to death. In fact, where I'm positioned in the house, I'm very warm. But I don't have any propane heat right now, so
Beck has made it back.
it's coming tomorrow though. Beck is back.
Yeah, depending on what state you're in, there can be interruptions.
Well, actually, it's my own fucking fault. It is my own fucking. Well, okay. In my head, I can kind of partly blame it on my realtor, but like it's my own fucking fault. My realtor lied to me and told me that I was purchasing the propane tank in the backyard with my home. So there's 2 gas companies where I live that I can get service from. The one I was familiar with because I've worked with them. They serviced my Nana's house. I called them up. Okay, cool, no problem. Made an appointment, made sure that it was like before the big storm coming in. Cool. They come in earlier this week and they're like, hey, so here's the thing. They came to like inspect and fill it all in one appointment, right? And he inspects it and he goes, so here's the thing. It's actually owned by the other gas company and it's illegal for me to fill it. Like you don't own it, they own it, and
Yep.
you're leasing it from them, even though you never signed a contract with them. So I like call up the other company and the chick is like a fucking bitch. Mind you, this is like a day and a half before like there's supposed to be like a big fucking storm coming. And the guy's like, you're also like on E in this propane tank, like you do need to get it filled like now, right away. So she's like basically says, I don't give a fuck because you're not my customer, so I don't really care about customer service. And like I'm not gonna lose you as a customer because like you're stuck with our propane tank, so go fuck yourself. And yeah, I like basically had to like pull a fucking Karen and like talk to her fucking manager to get somebody who's coming out tomorrow. Which like I am like okay, but like it just really fucking sucks that it was like obviously they did have appointments available. They were able to get me in, you know what I mean? But it was like they didn't want to like give me an emergency appointment, and that's the thing is that they're like, okay, we're gonna have to charge you for an emergency appointment, and I'm like, I fucking get that, but like, why did you not like fucking say that from the jump, you know? So mostly I'm just mad at myself that I'm here in my house using space heaters to make sure that I don't. I think I actually did run out of propane earlier today, but I'm not actually that worried about it because I have a bunch of space heaters. So yeah, I'm just mad at myself, really.
Well, if it makes you feel better, I came home and realized it's really fucking cold out. And, you know, like I said earlier, I'm in the high desert. It's probably going to get about 10 degrees tonight. So I had to go out to the garage, and I couldn't find my fucking space heater anywhere. So I'm looking around the garage. I go over to my truck, wipe the snow off my truck, open the door, grab a flashlight. Go over to the garage, flashlight. Batteries are about dead. I'm just getting enough so I can see in the garage, right? There's no light in there. So I'm like looking around the garage, looking around, and I'm cussing, God damn, where's my fucking, because I'm having a shit day anyway. So I'm cussing like crazy at this garage. Where the fuck is my goddamn space here? Blah, 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 blah. Oh, yeah, that's where I put it. Well, that's fun for being ADHD. Found it. Went to close up the garage, and I dropped the lock in a pile of snow this deep. A metal lock. So I had to stick my hand in there and pull the lock out, and I don't have a glove on. And so by the time I locked it up, got back in my house, my hand's like, ow, ow. And by that time, it was like 20 degrees. And, you know, I know that doesn't seem bad, but
No, that's bad.
in the winter and during monsoon season in the high desert, there's like a constant 20-ish mile, 15 to 20 mile per hour breeze. And sometimes you get a 30 mile per hour gust randomly. So like there's no still air in the winter here. That's the only bad thing about living here. Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. It's really, really windy here sometimes. But the interesting thing is in the high desert, whenever the weather changes, there's a strong wind. You get really gusty, like it's shaky my tiny house wind, like, you know, 40, 50 mile or maybe 60 mile per hour gusts. And then it just calms down and it's like either really fucking snow and shitty and cold or it's beautiful. You just never know what you're going to get.
Hell yeah. Sounds awesome.
That's a hell of an extreme.
It does that, man. Like real talk. And by the way, I just want to say hello to my dick.
How's it going, B?
How's it going? Oh, shit, man. Don't ask me. How are you? What's going on with you?
Yeah, I know. I see the name. I hate StreamYards. B, we got to do an OBS build and get you all set up. Why don't we start one right now?
If he uses OBS, is he like still going to be able to do like Hangouts and stuff? I guess through Google Hangouts.
Yeah, Google Meets has hands up if you need and back chat and all that and so on and so forth. And I can make it so that little pop-up of the chats that you go on screen works. We do that too through OBS and all kinds of stuff. Can
you dual stream?
Yeah, there's a plug-in for OBS and you can stream to multiple RTPS, what's the acronym? Damn it. Servers if you need. So you can go to Facebook, Twitch, multiple YouTube channels, whatever you want.
Cool.
Definitely. And B, I mean, being in the shills, you've got access to Google Meets paid already. We already own it. Just use the damn account. No fees required, right? But yeah, we'll have to set something up. I'm opening up OBS right now. I'm going to start building something.
Yeah.
I know.
He's like, fucking yeah. Like, I'm going to do it right now.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty good with OBS. There's not much I don't know about it. I'd be hard pressed to say somebody could teach me a lot about it. Not bragging or anything, but it's just, you know, you're good at what you're good at, right? You know.
Well, it would be nice if somebody could get to work with my account, but for some reason my account won't pass the stream key to OBS.
Oh, I can make it work. No worries.
Well, I've had like 4 people who know a fuck lot more about it than I do look at it, and they all wound up after about 2 hours scratching their head and wandering off.
When it comes to OBS, I never fail. It's all good.
Okay, well, nobody's been able to figure out what's so weird about my account, but I have a feeling it's got something to do with the fact that YouTube deleted my account twice before I uploaded my first video. So I think somewhere in there a bit got misset and never got corrected.
The thing though is Purple. On my OBS, I could take B stream key right now. I could put it into OBS and I could turn this show into the Shills Show in 30 seconds if I wanted to. There's no excuse for it not working. There must be a way to fix it. We'll find it.
Yeah, I just, you know, I thought that the problem was something that maybe YouTube had to fix. And of course, getting an actual response from YouTube is, not going to happen.
Well, we've got a really good in with YouTube on the shills there. I mean, with creator support, we just beat A&E and the History Channel on a copyright claim, right?
Yep.
You know, I've got a pretty good rep that we've been talking to lately. It's not bad. I mean, it's not like we're Linus Tech Tips and I can call the guy or anything, but, you know, at least somebody's actually listening, right? You know?
Yeah, it's just my channel's so small I can never get anything but, you know, just
yeah,
four
don't bug
letters
me.
from a bot.
Yeah, exactly.
I love
Yeah, no,
Linus, by the way. You mentioned
Yeah, me
Linus. I was
too.
like, I love Linus.
Yeah, me too. Fellow Canadian as well. So, you know, there's a little thing there for me too, right? But yeah, there was a great thing the other day.
All the sales of Linux go to support the Penguin Army protecting the ice wall.
Well, then, you know, Linus Tech Tips should be contributing there, right?
I mean, okay. If we're gonna say like you guys also have like Cheshire and Foodie Beauty, like
Oh, for God's sakes, don't do that. I was on a roll. You just ruined everything. Oh, I'm leaving.
I don't think we're allowed to on this channel because this channel is
okay.
is middle ground, and we all lay down our swords. I don't think we mentioned Chesh on this channel, so we
okay.
won't.
Y'all have Foodie Beauty.
Y'all have Foodie Beauty. And you have Cindy Winston. Take that.
That was quite funny. That was definitely the laugh I needed. Thank you.
Foodie Beauty, though, man, like, oh man, she's somebody that like I feel guilty for watching, sort of, but then I can't stop watching. I'm like, oh, when it comes on, I'm just like, huh.
Yeah. That's how I am with Amberlyn Reed.
It's like, huh, what?
I have to admit it.
People live like this. Interesting.
Yeah.
Choices are being made that are really bad.
Yeah, some pretty detrimental choices. With like so many road signs along the way.
Well, and the thing is like she knows, like, this is a bad choice.
That's, with so many road signs on the lane, that's like driving over the road signs that say cattle ahead as you're driving over the cattle.
Exactly. Yeah, it's weird. I mean, it's the same. Watching people be weird is sort of a weird thing that like I was feeling guilty for, but then I realized like other people do it, like Joe Tiger King. What is that? He's a weird person that people watched and they're fascinated, you know?
I'm so proud to say I've never watched it. Thank you very much. Donations at the door.
Yeah, people love to watch train wrecks. I don't get it. I don't watch
All I'm going to
shows
say,
either.
if you're watching Tiger King, if you haven't seen it yet and you plan on watching it, which I don't know who the fuck you are if you're that person. But it says it's a documentary. And I realized at the end of it, I was angry because I signed up for a documentary. Okay.
You thought that was a documentary?
If they would have like told me like reality TV, like whatever at the door, I would have like, oh, okay, this is interesting.
It's reality.
Okay.
It's reality TV, but it's really weird reality TV.
If that's a documentary, so is Battlestar Galactica. Come on.
I mean, right?
I love Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah, nothing short of them
Both of
bringing
them.
back Live Sabretooth would get me to watch that show.
Very fair, Burps. Very fair.
Carol Baskin.
I respect that decision.
No, then I had to watch the follow-up stuff.
I did
like,
watch the new one because I did hear that Carol Baskin was like already like in court trying to get him to take it down.
God.
right, because
Carol
of Carol.
Baskin.
Okay, so Carol Baskin's husband disappeared, and that's what Joe Tiger King keeps saying. Carol's murdered her husband. And
yeah, there's the whole song and everything. He made a music video explaining that she killed her husband and fed it to his.
So then they
fed it to
show
his tigers.
they show the will, and the will is very like, well, it's very questionable.
The signature is extra super questionable.
So yeah,
I'm gonna try to fix
fascinating.
I'm gonna try to fix my tech issues. Again, can you, Dick? You're in charge.
Okay.
Is this
That's
the
probably
substitute
bad.
will that turned up
It's a
after
bad
the
idea,
one
but
no one had seen before.
they haven't addressed the issue that Carol Baskin may be a cannibal.
Okay, what? What?
I need Cannibal Fresh to come and explain this to me.
Okay, you don't put me in charge when this kind of thing's going on right off the bat. What am I supposed to do?
Wait,
they're saying, okay, maybe she fed her husband to the tigers. What, like?
Hey, grab your knife and fork, everybody. This one's going deep.
Well, there's some people practice the my pet eats what I eat, so maybe the other way around.
Right. Well, and if you saw, you didn't see Tiger King, but like they're feeding these tigers like lunch meat. Like,
yeah, this is like not good tiger food. Hey, real quick, I have to interrupt you. My popsicle has a question. This is my popsicle stick because I've been sick. I've been eating popsicles like crazy. What is a duck's favorite snack?
Quackers.
Mm-hmm.
Quacker Jack.
Yeah, quackers. You got it.
I like Quacker Jack too, though. Like,
I like
really
these
good.
dumb jokes. They always make me laugh, just because they're so silly. They're like for little kids.
Over on our show, our channel, The Shills.
Go on, Ollie.
Yeah. The barman used to host a Sunday poker, and during the poker, they used to tell the worst joke the lamest, saddest, and whatnot. And it was actually so funny because some of them were just so bad. They were awesome, There's something to be said about bad jokes, like bad movies. Bad TV shows, though, don't really work. Bad movies do. You notice there's a difference there?
I like some bad TV shows, although I'm trying to think of an example. And
I was going to call you. You have to tell one now. Come on.
I am a fan of
ones
bad
that have
puns.
like bad production, but they have good other shit. Yeah, I'm trying to think of one that's bad across the board, and there really isn't.
Oh, well, a good example. You mentioned Battlestar Galactica. So the budget for the new Battlestar Galactica, by new, I mean several years old now. But that budget was so bad that they couldn't even afford computers and things like that. The extra bling, they would actually use paper and stuff like that. So like the budget was bad. The show was good.
Yeah,
well, that's what I was thinking of, like the original Star Trek. Like there were a lot of things about the original Star Trek that, especially by today's standards, are just like.
Well, Blake
Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Doctor Who's another one. Doctor Who has some really bad production, but it's gonna be really good.
The original Battlestar Galactica, they spent huge money on the first 2-hour thing to try to make it a movie. And for the rest of the show, the budget was so low that the special effects shots of the ships were all just reused and mirrored back and forth and put different backgrounds in, right? It was hilarious. Because when I was a kid, I didn't notice. I mean, I was like,
One of the cool things in the original Battlestar Galactica was they didn't have money for the model builders. So, like, if you see the scenes when they've got the whole civilian fleet trailing them, you look through there and you can find the ship models from all sorts of previous movies in there.
Yeah.
Their aggro ships were the ships from...
I've heard that.
Shit.
Yeah.
I forget the name of it.
There's 3 or 4 classic ships that were B ships and other things that are in the back of the
they
fleet.
Were like from like Star Wars, right?
The aggro ships with the domes are the ships from Silent Running. Yeah, nothing from Star Wars because Star Wars would sue them for trademarks, but...
No, I heard that if you look really closely, R2-D2 is actually hanging upside down from one of the ships as a prop. But because he's so far off in the background, he's literally like 3 pixels and you can't really tell. Yeah. But I think they did that as a way to say, screw you, Lucas, because we know you'd screw us over, right? Makes sense,
Yeah, but basically it was just like any models they could find lying around. They stuck in there.
Is that to scale? Close enough? Throw it in.
Oh.
I don't know hardly anything about it, but sounds
so we're
awesome.
missing Beck and student Dr. Ben. Are we gonna be going down? Are we going down?
Beck and student Dr. Ben are also the only ones who have like access to
Yeah, I don't think anybody else can shut the stream off.
Okay, I feel like we're in a spaceship. This is kind of going.
Yeah, but they don't want to end. They're just dealing with tech issues. So
They might wanna
B
come
said
back.
to me in the back private chat, fire up Google Meets and take it over, right? So I'm gonna fire up Google Meets. I've got my OBS open. I'm gonna switch it all over to me hosting this show. I just need B or Ben to send me the stream key.
Cool.
I like Spackle's analogy. We're in a spaceship, we're locked out of the bridge, and the crew is passed out.
We're basically reenacting the movie Passengers, but we're awake.
Okay, I've not seen the movie Passengers. Should I add this to my list?
Not
That's
if you're
alright.
well.
It's
If you like Chris Pratt, sure. If not, it's a date movie where you're tolerating because you're sitting with somebody else.
Forget Chris Pratt. I mean, it's got
Chris, I feel like I should
what's
know
her
who
name.
that is, but I don't.
He's the idiot
brain.
that ruined the new Jurassic Park movies and
Jennifer Lawrence.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
I
He's
think-
terrible.
I
He's
think he was-
awful.
I think politics aside, he's got dumb politics, but like I thought he was really funny in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Really? It didn't work for me. I fell
Yeah.
asleep 3 times trying to watch the first one, and I've never
Really?
watched the
Was he
second
the
one.
guy that
Yeah,
played
and
Yeah, I liked
Star-Lord?
it.
And my Star-Lord. And
Okay.
my son and I watch
Oh,
all
okay.
MCU and DC. Like my son's a big superhero guy, right? But Guardians just isn't on the list. But I mean, it's one of those things. I can't stand Will Ferrell and other people really like him. I mean,
I
my
agree
word
with
isn't,
you on Will
God,
Ferrell, yeah.
he's terrible.
Well,
Ugh.
I was disappointed with Guardians because I knew the comic book series from the 80s and they didn't have a single one of the same characters, so that kind of put me
Really?
off. Yeah.
They put him in
Isn't that
Jurassic Park.
like making an Iron Man movie without Iron Man?
It basically it would be like making the Avengers without Iron Man, Captain America, or Thor.
You know, my favorite Marvel character is Doctor Strange. And so I
Totally,
know
me too.
Oh yes, he's always been my favorite.
Well, actually, now it's Spider-Man that he's back in the family because I always loved Spider-Man. But Doctor Strange, up until Spider-Man finally made it into the crew.
Excuse me. Sorry about that.
Ben,
I'm all belchy
we were just
lately.
talking. We were
Oh,
just
did it
talking
stop
about
working
me.
again. No.
Well, Ben, hold on. Don't go. Don't. Oh,
Oh,
Damn it!
no!
Nick needs a
I
stream
can hear. I
key!
can hear you. I can hear you.
PM
My
me the
camera was
stream
working
key.
for a sec, but
PM me the stream
don't put
key.
it in the private chat though, because the private chat does show sometimes.
Yeah, do it on Discord. PM me the stream key. I'll fire up Meets in Discord, and we'll I'll put the stream in, and we'll fix
I
this
don't
shit.
know if I have access to the stream because I only have access to the StreamYard, not the YouTube.
Okay, hold
Yeah,
on. I'll text.
actually,
I got
on
B on my
StreamYard-
phone. I'll text him and say, look, just PM me the stream key on Discord.
No,
Hold on.
if you put it in the private chat on StreamYard,
Spackle!
nobody outside of the panel can see that. That's one of the differences that
That's what it was doing
OBS may
earlier.
make it visible for a few seconds, but if you're just using StreamYard, the
It's
people
like
in the
that,
side chat will never see it.
that horror movie with the chick in the well, and then like it goes
Yeah.
black, and she's like closer and closer
She's,
and
yeah,
closer.
she's like ah. She's like,
Yeah.
you're like, oh my god, and now just scrolling through. So I've been watching Archive 81 and it scared me. But I was also really sick. So like I had it on while I'm really sick. So I'm in and out of consciousness and I'm like, I'm scared. So like it was really weird. Like but it
Aw,
was
Mouty's in the
scary. Like
chat.
satanic cults and stuff were scary.
Maddie's in the chat asking how you're feeling.
I am feeling like I'm not dying anymore, which is great. So before, like, I was in horrible stomach pain. Oh my God, horrible. So like, this is like, I still have stomach pain actually, but it's not like I'm being stabbed actively. So I'm good.
Well, that's got to be an improvement.
Yeah, I don't
Wow.
know what I had COVID, and for whatever reason, I mean, I had the sniffles and stuff like that, and you can see like my congestion will come and go, but for whatever reason, it has really messed up my GI system, like really bad.
I like the background you're sitting in front of. My mom would have loved that.
No, thank you. I'm
Yeah.
a big Haunted Mansion fan. I love it.
Now, when you mentioned that, I didn't think it was even connected, but yeah, I got over COVID a couple of weeks ago, and my stomach's been feeling weird off and on.
Yeah, for some reason this Omicron one is really messing with some people's stomachs. So,
Secular Rarity wants to know if you can be stabbed passively.
I saw that.
Dude.
That's too funny.
kind
Actually,
of.
if two people weren't paying attention and one was just holding a knife and they walked into each other, it's not really active. It's kind of passive then, right?
I've been semi-stabbed passively.
You just walked into it.
So my wife was like showing me a new knife that she had gotten, and it was like a pocket knife, and she like under anticipated the springing action of it, and I happened to be sitting with my legs like crossed, and she had her hands over and dropped it, and it stabbed me in the leg. So I would call that a passive stabbing. Yeah,
that's what I was just going to ask. That if you were just laying down and somebody dropped it, so it was only gravity doing it.
Yeah, it was very sharp. But yeah.
Well, they're all sharp when they're new. The question is, how long do they hold an edge?
You know what a passive stabbing kind of feels like? So,
hear.
like, if you've ever had like a keyhole surgery, when you come out of a keyhole surgery and your pain meds wear off, you'll feel like you're being passively stabbed. Like there's this stabbing feeling, but like there's no breaking of the like flesh. You're just like, I think I've been stabbed, but you don't know, and that's kind of how it feels. Actually, it feels like I just had my gallbladder taken out again.
So like you were stabbed, but you weren't conscious for the actual stabby part.
Yeah, there's like this memory of being stabbed, and you feel like kind of like ow, but like it's like not. Yeah, it's weird.
The last one I had was to have my hernia repaired. So yeah, like 5 years ago. But there was enough other things that they were doing at that time that I didn't notice the actual incision wound much.
Oh, and
hernia repairs.
Yucky.
Hernia repairs are notoriously painful just because of the mechanism required to, especially if you're having if it's a mesh repair, it requires an inflammatory mechanism to adhere the mesh in place, like with your own scar tissue. So it's by default very, very painful.
Yeah, mine was being redone because they had implanted the mesh like 5 years previous to that, and it had pulled loose.
I have an update here from B. It seems it's probably an issue with the main internet lines coming into Albuquerque. B was just talking to the landlord, and it looks like it's probably going to be
the snow.
Okay, 1 second here. Sorry, I got to mute because I can't type and talk at the same time. I'm just
like
a
the
man,
whole city's
you know.
Having an issue there, huh?
That might be kind of what's happening in my situation too, because I'm in a rural area right now. So
yeah, there's a big storm that hit the middle of the U.S. and even the high desert's affected. So it makes sense.
Yeah, it might be it. Yeah, because I'm not at my normal location. I'm on rural medicine, so I'm in bumfuck nowhere. So
my internet went down today, just like boom down.
You all need to like put your cattle in the barn because they're gonna freeze to death.
I mean, if I did have cattle, they would be in the barn. The horses are in the arena. Actually, it's just.
So I was watching. Is it Queer Eye for the Straight Guy or no? I don't know. What's the new version of it on Netflix? And they had this one person that had like a animal like rehab kind of situation where little crippled animals would come. They're like, "Hi, I have 3 legs and I'm a goat," and she's like, "I will give you a home," and or "I'm a blind cat, I will give you a home," and so like all these special need animals, and then the idea was like to have these special need animals meet special need kids, and like and it's really a cool idea, but then like it turns out that she didn't have a barn. And so she had all these animals, and then I guess when it got freezing, some of them died, and so like they bought her a barn. Thank God. I was like, oh my God, that's like so horrible. So
I was like, where did she put them in the cold? But I guess she didn't. Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, you gotta give them a barn, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be like, open up my garage, but like, if you don't have a barn, do you have a garage? Like.
Right, and
the animals need
who
shelter.
do you fit in there? Yeah.
Well, like we were saying earlier, that the wind chill is deadly.
Yeah.
So you at least need something to keep them out of the wind, even if there isn't a heat source.
And that's, yeah, like our place is kind of up on top of a hill, so that's why we put them in the arena so they can still like run around and, you know, have space to play and stuff.
On my birthday, I went to see alpacas. And I know that sounds like probably like nothing to you, but like for me,
No,
like
I love it. I love it.
being a city girl, right, in Southern California, like I don't have very much, you know, interaction with alpacas. And the llamas, when I worked at the zoo, llamas are dicks. But these alpacas, oh my God, they're sweethearts. I love them all.
Where we lived in Michigan.
Wait a minute, you're living in LA and you don't have like experience with llama? What? Do they not like let them in the city anymore? Is this a racial thing? What's going on down there? I'm just kidding.
I'm not in
where
LA,
I live,
but I'm in San Diego, so just below LA.
Oh, okay. My uncle was the editor of the San Jose Mercury News years back, actually.
Okay, very good.
Where I
lived in
we
Michigan, Sloth Girl used to drive because there was a yarn shop, but they kept a couple of alpacas.
Okay, they're
So
so
she
cool.
used to like to go there just to see the alpacas, even though it was like an extra half-hour drive.
Are we doing cool wildlife stories? Because I have one.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah.
I live in a town of 30,000 people, and I'm on the west side of the Rocky Mountains, a couple hours north of the border to the USA. And we have families of deer that simply just hang out in my backyard.
That's cool.
Yep.
I've hand fed them.
Yeah, my mother has a small herd
really
of deer
cool.
that come through because she keeps putting out feed corn for them, especially in the winter.
Yeah, I have deer
and
that live
if
in my
she
backyard.
forgets to put the corn out, they will come right up on the front porch and knock on the front door if she hasn't put the corn out.
Cool. That's awesome.
We specifically came over. Where's our
That's
corn?
Exactly.
funny.
Yeah, it's like, where's our lunch? You're late.
That's
Yeah.
cute.
I think that we used to have a neighbor that did that. I believe.
Yeah, well, she lives in Michigan, 5 miles outside of a small town, so all sorts
We
of
live
wildlife.
in a small village, but it's like right on the side of a relatively busy highway, so it's like not necessarily the safest place.
Yeah, when I was living there one night, first 2 winters in Michigan, I was living in a trailer on her property. And I came out one night and there was a deer standing there, and I was just like almost within arm's reach of it. And it was just standing there watching me.
Well, hello, little deer.
Oh, it
That's
wasn't a
awesome.
little deer. It was probably a good 500-600 pounds.
That's awesome. Deer,
Can we talk about elk real quick?
elk are kind of scary.
Right. They can run 18 miles an hour across the snow. That's weird.
Okay, the most terrifying ones for me are, I'm sorry, I'm going to say it, moose.
Yeah, I had to stop once for a moose crossing the highway, and I was just going to
Moose
wait
are
for it
like-
because the moose was bigger than my car.
Uh-huh. Like, I'm pretty sure like a moose would like total my fucking truck, and I drive like not a small truck.
Yeah,
like,
I just got
yeah.
a little hatchback, so
yeah, moose are.
Moose and elk can outrun you
do
too.
not
Like
want to
that's
give a
the
moose a
thing.
muffin. Okay, that book about giving a moose a muffin should have like been
That's
a
a
warning.
book. That's
If
a
you
really
give-
bad book.
You, have
Don't
you
give 'em
read If You Give a
muffins.
Mouse a Cookie?
No.
Well, if you give a mouse a cookie, it just might ask for a glass of milk. And the book like details how that can end up with an entire course of events that can ruin your entire day. So just as a general rule, probably you don't want to give mice cookies. Just, unless you got like a whole day to dedicate to that. And there was a sequel that was called If You Give a Moose a Muffin. And several years back when I visited Colorado with a buddy of mine, he was like quite obsessed with trying to give muffins to moose. And I was like, this is like dangerous. Please stop. Like, this is
Oh
not a
man.
good idea.
Wasn't there a
Robot
guy that
Chicken
got
did a
CP?
rip-
Oh, go ahead.
Robot Chicken did a rip-off on the If You Give a Mouse a Cookie, and in their version, it spiraled into the vampire apocalypse.
Like that's exactly kind of what happens in the children's book. And secular rarity is correct. There is also another one now that is about giving a pig a pancake.
Okay.
Oh. I
Which
prefer
I
the
feel
Boy
like is
Scouts
far
saying don't feed the
safer.
wildlife because if you feed a bear, you basically kill a bear. So don't feed a bear.
Yeah, I feel like giving a pig a pancake is really not that dangerous, but I haven't read the book, so I don't know what could potentially happen.
Oh, pigs are scary, and they will eat you if they get the chance.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, I grew up in the country. Also, here's the thing that like people don't realize is that like pigs, like they actually like they do just kind of smell bad.
All pigs are sus.
Like yes, there is like that they live in like slop and mud and like there's that part of it, but like also like their sweat glands, like even when they're like tiny little piglets that have like just gotten bathed, like they just have like a like slight pig
Stinky.
smell.
Yeah.
That's why I was wondering about people that have pigs as pets in their house. I'm going, like, does your house stink? Like, you know how ferrets stink?
It probably has a slight pig smell. Yeah,
'cause
like
ferrets are really stinky. Like, even no matter how clean you are, ferrets are super stinky.
yeah.
I've
Well,
heard only
ferret's
the
just a
males
stretched
are.
out skunk.
Right? I've heard only the male ferrets are stinky, but I don't know if that's true.
I don't know.
said
I
it ends
didn't.
with Trump winning. Okay, no
ends with Trump
pancakes
winning.
for pigs. No
Oh my
pancakes for
goodness.
pigs.
For 2024, no less.
Oh my goodness. Oh my
Wait.
goodness. That's great.
Want a
Oh my
moose
God.
that lays golf eggs for Easter? I think that needs some explanation.
Okay. Hey, I have an update. So B was able to just log in long enough to get the stream key. It's on its way to me now. So I am going to give all of you on the show right now in the side chat of StreamYards a Google Meets link. We'll all meet up on that. I'll put the stream key in OBS and away we go.
Sounds good.
See the link,
This
click the link.
Can be done.
That's
Yes. Yeah.
We're
Okay.
being relocated.
All right. Here we go.
All right. I'll end the
yes.
stream here.
That
I'm gonna
B, that is a stream key. You've done it. Good job, dude. All right.
Okay.
Are we leaving the mothership?
Yes,
Well,
I'm going to
leaving
put
the
that
mothership.
link in right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is this
So
like
I'm
a
gonna
shuttle?
end this stream and we're gonna move over to the other stream.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Jump in the
See
escape
you
pod.
later, audience.
Shouldn't it
Yes.
actually be the dad ship here, though?
The dad shit.
Yes, we're leaving the
Okay.
dad ship. All right. See you in a little bit.
No,
guys.
the audience don't go anywhere because we're going to come
yeah.
right back on this show for this stream, but everybody's going to
But we're
disappear
gonna
for
be-
40 seconds.
We're gonna disappear and we're gonna come back. I'm gonna. Yeah.
Yeah. Perfect. Now, hold on. I'm not ready on the other side because I was about to start building Be a Stream. And, well, I can't do that damn fast. So I'm just going to use one of our pub chat sets here real quick. Okay, there we go. And I'll just build it as we go. Good enough. So you guys got the meets thing.
So should I end this broadcast so we can move over? End it from StreamYard?
No,
then?
don't end this broadcast because I'm just going to kick right back in on the same stream.
Okay.
All right. So everybody can dump Streamlabs as soon as you got that link. Or StreamYards. Sorry, StreamYards. As soon as you're in that meets, you can dump StreamYards.
Okay. I'm just getting my microphone and shit set up.
All good. Here we go. All right. It's working. It's working. Lord Thunder and Jesus,
Okay.
we've got it. All right.
It's still showing the stream, the one from StreamYard.
Mm.
StreamYards is usually pretty quick, but it's been like kind of a bitch for everyone tonight. So
Are you sure it isn't a problem with StreamYard?
Oh, there we go. It's switched over.
Tubulus.
Yep, it's switched over. I see it.
Very cool.
Yeah, I see my face.
Okay, yeah, I see the pub
We
chat
made
thing on
it.
YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I might be switching over to Google Meet since this is smooth.
Yeah. Yay.
Uh-oh.
The shills
no,
have
now we can't hear.
shills have taken over.
There we go. Now I'm done. Now I'm in. There we go.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. Now let me get my chat pop-up set up. I got this other app I got to fire up, and there's all kinds of yada yada and bullshit. And
So,
yeah,
real
he
quick-
said that before. Yeah.
So real quick, everybody in the audience who is not subscribed to the shills, you're wrong, and you should fix that.
Well, I agree.
What does the shows focus on these days? Are you guys still like focus on flat Earth stuff, or?
It's all over the chart now. We pretty much pick on anyone who talks woo and bullshit.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Anybody making bad science claims.
Yeah. Which is, well, unfortunately, just too many people.
I enjoy laughing at the flat earthers probably more than I enjoy. Like, I was talking to a friend about this the other day, and I was like stressed out, and I was like, I'm just like gonna go watch some flat earth content so that I can like giggle and like decompress. And she was like, how is that like less like stressful for you than like anti-vaxxers and stuff? And I feel like I'm not saying that flat earthers do no harm, but they don't do as much harm as a lot of like the idiots who like can't science.
I used to think that, but yeah, it has really come up that flat Earth is kind of a gateway conspiracy, because it's like nobody seems to just believe in flat Earth. They believe in that. They're going to believe in at least a dozen other things, so they're going to get into some of the stuff that's scary.
Yeah, so oftentimes you'll find the same people that are flat earthers are like people that were into Pizzagate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the QAnon.
That
I don't think it's a
QAnon
lot of,
interview,
like,
though, man.
chemtrails people.
Well,
and...
because once they have that attitude that the authorities are lying to them about everything.
Yeah, I never did really understand the whole Pizzagate thing. Like, I always was just like, like the things that you guys are telling me don't make sense, and nobody ever made it.
It was just a rumor that they started to demonize their enemies, and there were plenty of people who were willing to jump on that.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, okay, again, it's not like the flat earthers make sense, but like I can give you some flat earth arguments and like explain their like logic,
There was
I could do that.
There was one I ran across today that they're targeting a butterfly sanctuary in Texas. And it's the same. It's the same kind of thing that they're saying it's the center of a Democrat sex trafficking ring.
Oh, wow.
So the manager of the site has shut the thing down because he is afraid that there's going to be violence.
Is this like when they said that like people were like ordering like people on like IKEA and shit? Or no, it wasn't IKEA, it was like Wayfair.
Sorry.
I was just like,
well,
like,
if you get the ones from IKEA, you have to assemble them yourself.
And like they're gonna do this on like a public website. They're not just gonna like go with like a dark web website. They're gonna pay sales tax on this. Like, okay.
One of the people that was like a big Pizzagate person when I was on G Plus, it started with them being really hyper about abortion, and they were the kind of people where you'd be like, oh my god, I stumbled onto your page and it's like walls of like miscarriages and things like that, and like it's like for your propaganda, right? Like shock value and gore and stuff. And I'd be like, oh my god. And then it turned into like they fell down the Pizzagate hole because they believed in government conspiracy involving Planned Parenthood. And then they went down this other hole and ended up in Pizzagate. And then they were like saying, they were just ranting about blood magic and how there are people in power that do blood magic and have sex orgies and eat babies and, you know, all this stuff. And just like, just massive shock value constantly. And I don't know, it seems like people get there different ways, but this person got there through Planned Parenthood, like anti stuff.
Damn.
Yeah. And it was really odd. So I don't know. I think, you know, people end up there in different spots, but if you listen to like that weird guy with the headdress, what was his name? I don't know, the ox guy or whatever. Bison guy. He some of the stuff he was saying just reminded me of the Pizzagate people, like just like the same sort of like, you know, this is the fight for America's soul and similar rhetoric, you know, like as if there's like, you know, skull and bones, like stuff, you know, like and so how do you like repeat that to make a whole lot of sense? It's really difficult to concisely say their argument because it's like a ball of conspiracy. It's I don't know. But all I know is it supposedly involves Hillary Clinton and especially her for some reason.
Yeah, in particular Hillary.
Yeah, particularly her. Yeah.
Which,
Well,
I mean, let's be fair. If we were gonna like pick a Clinton that was gonna be like more involved in like a weird sex trafficking ring, I feel like she's like the less likely of the two.
Well, and I think that's where it all comes from, is that they're pissed that when they impeached Bill Clinton, they didn't get him out of office.
Maybe. That's just bizarre.
When we impeached Donald Trump, we didn't get him out of office right away either.
Well, yeah, but, you know, Donald Trump is the Messiah, and anybody who's against him is the Antichrist.
Mr. Mowdy says
such a double standard.
Some say it started with Charles Murray and his ilk demonizing elites while championing the white underclass.
I need to pop into...
Apparently, Beck is still having a problem getting in here.
Yeah, the internet's
he
not
can't get
kind.
into his own hangout?
Well, Bolt said Beck can't see or hear you when he's having a shitty day.
Oh,
that sucks.
I got nobody trying to get into the meets. I think there's an issue with the link he's got. Here we go.
Yeah,
somebody's trying to get in.
Yeah, Beck was saying that it might be the cable going into the city.
Yeah, here we go. Here we go.
But
all good.
Yes.
Finally fixed. B.
I think he's there, an icon.
Fuck.
There he is.
Goddamn, fuck my fucking life. Fuck me in the ass, sideways, up a hill, sideways, over another fucking goddamn tree, around a fence, sideways. Hi, everybody.
That's an intro.
Dick for a loop. He's never heard me rant.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah, we need more of that on the shills.
There's a lot of sideways.
Well, get me on there tonight because I'm in a fucking mood, bro.
Yeah, well, tomorrow is the debate with the flat earther. And then we're going to do an after show after. And that will be a moment to get in the right mood and unload, let's say.
You know what, bro? You throw me a fucking link. Maybe I'll just fucking do that shit. I mean, everything else has been shit.
Well, you know, you've got access and you know where the links are, right? You know?
Yeah, it's all in the Discord server.
Yeah. You just got to get into that one room more often and join them. But hey, you know, we fixed it. We got your stream back. You're good.
One thing that's interesting about flat earthers is they're pretty tenacious. Like it's really easy to have people, like if you're if you join an octagon, what we call the octagon, like a ring where people are arguing back and forth, and it's a little more, not formalized. Theists are very quick to run away. But flat earthers are sometimes come at me, bro. Like I have to say, for some reason, there's a tenacity there that I don't see in some other debate circles, which is interesting.
Dude, Dick kicked my other self. I don't know what the fuck happened there.
Okay.
All I did was turn my camera on, and there was two of me.
Yeah, well, that I think all like literally, it's there you go. Your other one's gone. It's just a delayed reaction. I don't really.
All right.
Yeah.
Hi, Ben.
Hi.
Hi, buddy. Nice to see you.
We're glad to have you
So
back.
yeah, I was just texting in the chat while you guys were gone. I texted my landlord and I said, man, my internet's been shit for like almost a week now, and it's really bad today. What's going on? He said the main line coming to our little town from Albuquerque, there's some issue with it.
That sucks.
Yeah, I'm lucky that my phone's working right now, so I just shut my computer off.
Yeah.
Yeah, so hi, everybody. Thank
That's
you for
tricky.
your wonderful patience.
I'm going to have to actually call it a night. I feel bad because you just got back here to your own stream and we haven't had enough time to hang out. But
Yeah.
I will get in touch. There are several people that have been really so kind and gracious to have reached out to me recently, and I'm just like I said, I just like crawl into my little hole of like weird depression, and it's not that I am like not appreciative of you guys, and I don't mean to snub you. I appreciate you. I love you. And thank you for
Savage.
reaching out. Yeah.
Savage, I love you to death. And
Love
if
you
you need
too.
anything, let me know. Just
Okay.
give me a few days because I'm about to implode. But then after that, I got your back.
I get you.
All right?
I get you. I understand.
All right, sweetheart. I love you.
Love you too. Thanks, guys. Thank you, everyone. Bye,
Good to see
chat.
you.
Have a good night.
Good night.
Bye.
there's actually a way that you can go and check this in real time, solar flare activity and how it's affecting our communications.
Oh, I see YouTube trying to connect. We're good. We're good. Yeah, changing the ingestion server was the trick. So if anybody's having issues, tell them to go to the YouTube backup ingestion
it's perfect,
server.
Man. No, it's perfect, Dick.
Yeah, I've got to go back and mute the YouTube window again.
Man, that's madness.
Yeah.
Yep,
all right.
It's working fine now, man.
We beat him. We did it.
Yeah, go Dick. That's my Dick.
Woohoo! Yeah. But, it's always goes to, I was a tech support guy in the days when the internet started. I ran a BBS server before there was the internet. You know what I mean? I'm just the right guy for this. I just am.
You really are, man. And I love you for it. Thanks for saving it before everybody got sick of our asses. So I appreciate it.
Damn right, man. All good.
Yeah, man.
That was cool.
I know you got me.
Awesome. So, where do we pick up from? The Holy Spackle was trying to bid us adieu, but that totally screwed that right up. Or was it? Oh, no.
It was Minnow. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Sorry. Yeah. I got lost in all the tech shit there.
I never told the chat the rest of my story.
I think we are at Cushions.
Huh? Oh, yeah. Yeah, so
well, there was some jump between her picking you up and getting to the Cushions. There's a gap in there.
Oh, okay. So she picked me up. Well, I went to her house, and her kids showed up, who I hadn't seen in like 15 years. So they were all grown up, adult, big, good-looking dudes. Last time I saw them, they were like 5 and 7. So I said hi to them. They left. We ate some food, and somebody said, "Hey, let's do some Jaeger bombs." So we started doing Jaeger bombs, and at some point, somewhere between 45 minutes and an hour and a half later, I'm not really sure, but I think, I went to the bathroom, I came back out, and I just, I came out, and I was like, I'm drunk, I need to lay down. I knew it was time. So there was a couch right there, and I just, airplane dove with my arms behind me onto the couch head first. Next thing I know, I wake up, and there's 2 hot women stripping my clothes off. Now, normally,
well,
normally you think this is a good idea, and normally you would think that's great, good for you. And I was like, there was one pulled my pants down and one pulled my shirt up, and they were doing all kinds of shit. And then I was like, oh fuck, I have a girlfriend. You have to get the fuck off of me.
How did this story start again? Was it with boss, the plane?
No. No, I was when I was a brand new truck driver, I ended up in Orlando, Florida, and we got there on a Friday night, and they said we don't have any loads coming out till Monday or Tuesday. Right. Yeah. So they were like, you guys just chill there. So I called my old friend who was the first woman I had ever had any kind of a sexual relationship with, and I called her and I was like, hey, I'm in town. What are you doing? And she came and grabbed me.
You.
And she was like this hot, dark-haired chick, great tits and shit. And it was her and her brother's girlfriend that were stripping the clothes off of me and doing things to me.
Oh, so I guess they thought maybe you wanted I don't know.
Yeah, and I was like, this is how it happened.
Booty
right?
call.
This is my brain. This is my brain. Hell yeah. No, stop.
Yeah.
It was crazy. I never told my ex about that shit either, because fuck no.
Now you know what it's like to be a Christian and being told you have to wait till marriage. Yes, no, yes.
Yes,
yes.
Are you kidding?
No.
I didn't get married until 36 or 35, and I had my son at 36. So yes, it sounds like it, but it didn't work that way.
Okay, B, in that situation, the correct response is, wait, tie my hands first. Because then you can claim that you did nothing to provoke it.
Oh my God, I love you guys, man. I
Look,
didn't
I
think I
was
was gonna laugh at
minding
all
my own
today.
business. I was minding my own business, and suddenly I fell into an orgy. It just happened, okay? We're all
It
appreciative.
just happened. I just fell into it.
Hey, sometimes, yeah.
It was like a
Yeah,
puddle
yeah,
of
Jen.
love.
I just fell away. I mean, I didn't tell her because it wasn't my fault, you know? Okay,
Yeah.
so let me explain, right? So the military has a rule that the first 3 seconds you're awake, you are not responsible for what you did. Because you are not cognitive and you are not, you don't know what's going on in your surroundings. For instance, when my brother was in the Navy, he went out drinking with the guys. They were in port. They went out to the bars, went drinking. He came back. He almost made it back to his bunk, and he passed out.